Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to World of Horror. We can take our time today, I'm pretty sure. Probably not, still need to disable that, don't I? Yeah, we can take our time today for the most part. I'm not gonna be rushing, I'm not gonna be rushing through it too much. We should play some Mimi. I feel like we haven't played Mimi in a hot minute, but I could be wrong. We can try to make the scalpel work, but I think that, if we wanted to do that, maybe we should try Ill-Fated if we wanted to make the scalpel work, just as a treat. Probably use character-exclusive perk cards. We've been doing a lot of all gaming recently, but, you know, maybe we should kind of just, like, actually play the character. And we'll probably do... I need to be very careful with what god we pick here, because this is Ill-Fated. I kind of want to do... Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do the life coach. We'll do the boy, the lad. The life coach himself. Itself, I mean, it's just a giant salmon, right? So, light source, Takashi, charisma, dexterity, knowledge, strength, maybe. So remember your second mystery, and then just knowledge, charisma. It's a little bit of an interesting one. We can make both of those happen quite easily, actually. And actually, since we're going to be using the scalpel, I don't need the hardware store, so we can go ahead and take a legal den and see if we get, whatchamacallit, see if we get the thing, a bob. But the problem with that, though, that is important to kind of recognize is, and I hadn't thought of it before, but the hardware store is where you get fuel well, I was gonna say Worrying Ward. Worrying Ward is what we use the illegal den for, the hospital pass. But if you're looking at, and actually I just realized the limiter. Hold on. I don't know if this will apply mid-recording, but I just remembered that I turned the limiter off. So I'm gonna turn that back on. I have no idea if it changed anything. Hopefully things still sound at least decent. But the problem is that we're basically choosing what mystery we want an advantage in. Do we value fuel, or do we value the hospital pass? And I think that we've doomed ourselves to, like, we're trying to make the scalpel work. But if I saw the peculiar painting, I don't know. You could potentially you could tempt me here. So we'll go ahead and just get 8 knowledge here. I was tempted to get charisma, but I'd rather buff our... I would rather directly... Whoops, that actually might be kind of bad, not getting the water bottle by accident, but basically the idea is we're trying to make the scalpel work, and so yeah, we are on Ill-Fated, so really the lighthouse and your combat stats are the only thing that matter. So if we weren't using a knowledge weapon and we had to get knowledge and charisma to 8, it literally wouldn't matter what we put in. So there is Peculiar Painting. I don't want to see Worrying Ward, which we're not. I'm probably going to skip... actually, I kind of just want to skip it. Yeah, I think we will. We'll skip it right now. Just to kind of get it out of the way. I think we'll do Bulletin next, probably. But we will take the Doom, that's fine. 3% Doom is kind of bad, like, don't get me wrong. But, oh, I should have gotten the funds as well, but that's okay. We'll try to get Jar of Blood or something. Like, we're always gonna fail that, so we know that that's safe. We'll go for a brick, why not? It's the life coach cheese. Anytime he's telling us, nah, you don't want to go there. It's more like, yo, a brick is waiting for you. It's respawned. Like, I don't know how many people here are, like, familiar with, like, Mario Maker 2 or whatever. But if you're playing, like, an online mode of it, if somebody grabs an item and then runs off, the item will eventually respawn in the same spot in case the item was necessary to complete the level. They don't want, like, one person to be able to, like, use it exclusively. Although there are ways where if you hold on to it the entire time, it won't respawn, I think. But I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I have been on a Mario Maker 2 binge recently, though. I mean, we might as well just take a nap. Like, I know it's a little bit weird, but that's what we'll go ahead and do. And we're gonna get healed here from going to sleep after Gigolo. So here's the thing. -3 reason, but we have first aid, so this is important to kind of reconcile, is that we're gonna be okay. So we don't have to throw a brick because we made that happen. Because that'll do 8 damage to kill him exactly. We'll go up to 9. It's very nice. Yagathag's telling us don't do it. We'll go grab a brick. And we're cleared. We're all cleared. Oh, like, here's the thing. If you brute force brick meta, then it does... He wants us to get a brick. Very badly. If you try to brute force brick meta, it's gonna get you killed. But I think if your options are +1% Doom or +2% Doom, you should take +1% Doom pretty much every time. Like, obviously, you could probably have like an excuse, or like, you know, there are some times where you might want to opt in to progress, but you basically have to weigh 1% Doom versus getting 1% Doom and potentially getting a great item, or 2% Doom and progressing, but that progression comes with risks, because most likely you're going to get to an event that's going to cause you some problems. So we'll do Bulletin now. Yeah, we'll do Bulletin now. And we'll go ahead and put the brick away for now, because we want to go to the forest as many times as possible. And that's in a situation where you're either ignoring the side quest or not, or have already done it. If you have a side quest to do, you should almost exclusively want to do the side quest when you can't progress. But we're also just progressing the side quest now, because why not? Get a grip. No, we'll get Lost Star Thoughts, that's fine. I don't want to take too much reason damage, although we can recover reason, so it is a little bit more convenient. Do I want to do Outdoorsman? Yeah, no, we're gonna get Charisma up. So see, like, maybe we should have been progressing the story. And I'm gonna progress the story right now, actually. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with Yagathag saying yay and or nay. We should be able to kill this enemy very quickly, because she's got very low health. We're going to do 10 damage, so we can literally just throw a brick and kill her. Very nice. Corpse Dust, we'll take it, just because, like, it is true that there are threshold checks for luck. You're a piece, by the way. But, there are threshold checks for luck, for sure. And now that means that we can't ever do it, but it's only in the hospital, and we don't have I was gonna say wordless... I was gonna say peculiar painting, but I meant to say wordless word, and I got kind of word saladed there. My words were tossed with some vinaigrette. Okay, so this is not ideal. I'm not exactly happy with what we got going on here. But a 95 and an 85 is not that bad. It's just what I would prefer to do is brace for impact and hit her here. So she takes bonus damage. This is important. So this is 5, this is 7. So if we just do this... do I want to throw a brick? I'm actually not entirely sure. Because we could kill her without. But, let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. And I just put that there as like, did I get this wrong? So this is +2 luck immediately. So if we do get Outdoorsman, then maybe we can make that luck threshold check. But other than that, I honestly think that the run is going really well. I'm not particularly worried about anything. Getting that -5 Doom is really, really nice, but I wasn't really concerned about Doom necessarily in the first place. That's just to kind of make the game a little bit more comfortable. We'll probably just do nothing. So, Mimi convinces herself that nothing unusual is happening, and she bursts into, like, scars and slash wounds. Like, I'm just thinking of that, you are already dead thing, where it's like, you don't know it, but you're about to explode in, like, 5 seconds because you were punched a bunch. But, anyways. Don't blink or suffer its wrath, by the way. I just blinked, like, 5 times while I was saying that sentence. Yeah, I guess we'll just send it. Okay, so this is stamina, this is reason. We'll take stamina here specifically because I'm not... I am a little bit concerned for sure, but I think we'll probably be fine. Take the safe route because this is not a stat check, this is just EXP. And I think we should... I literally think we should just go for it. We can probably get some bricks at another opportunity. So I'm gonna throw this because I don't want to deal with this guy as an enemy. 85, that's kind of sus, I'll be honest with you. To think it would be 75 in another reality. That's in the reality of not having an extra level. And honestly, that's the thing that I don't like about the scalpel is it's one of the it's so inaccurate. It's just so inaccurate. And so I'm not a fan. Okay, so here's the thing. We lost 2 luck from the corpse dust. We gained 2 luck from the lucky earrings. If we take this, then we should be able to pass the luck threshold check. Or we could get 10 knowledge, which I value more than anatomy class. Because anatomy class is just human. But here's the thing, I don't think we have to go to the hospital or the forest anymore. So it's like, why though? Like, what's the point? I would rather just get attack speed, honestly. Like, I would rather just get more attack speed. That sounds really nice. Which, that might be a little weird, but I genuinely think 10 knowledge is kind of cracked. But, oh. Well, okay, so there was an objectively correct choice. Let's see if we can level up again. That would be very nice. We'll do mermaids. Yeah, of course. We'll do mermaids. Probably for the best, I guess. Maybe we end on Fear Festival. I don't know. Like, I want bricks, so we're fine with this. Like, we're completely fine with going back and forth for a bit. This will literally do nothing. This is bad, so always, like, we don't want a garbage gun, and we can't regenerate any more reasons, so we should just go ahead and... I think we should lose some sanity here, that's fine. We get into 1 fight, then we're at 9 reason, which is very comfy. Not worried about that at all. This is technically a free square because Yagathag can't affect this. So we're just kind of schmoving. I kind of want to kill the enemy. I kind of want to kill the janitor. Any janitor that lives in like a, you know, a decent mile radius from me. Please do not take this out of context. But dig out the package, sure. +5 EXP, 2 funds. Haven't done that in like probably like 500 episodes. That's probably an exaggeration. I haven't done that probably like 300 or 400 episodes. Because when do you ever carry around the shovel? But anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you're a janitor and, you know, I'm not gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill the janitor in the video game because he's evil and sewing students to fish for a goof, a gaff, and or a laugh. So we definitely want some stamina here. We're gonna take a bit of a risk. That's completely fine. That's like 100% fine. I'm not even worried about that. Branded is a little bit sketchier for sure. Do I want to rest once as well? Do we have fetid fumes? No, we don't. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. We can do this. That's totally fine. I almost want to rest again, but there's no need. It wouldn't be optimal unless we take a lot of damage here, which we're not going to take any damage here. Because basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to kill this guy. He's a stamina boss, and we don't have paranoia, so we don't have to worry about, or sorry, we don't have a Kermit. We don't have Kermit. Paranoia is the other one. Okay, so 85% chance. I'm not a fan. You'd have to be level 6 to have a 100% hit chance against an enemy with power level 20. That's disgusting. Like, the scalpel having a chance to hit of 65 really holds it back. Like, it's a terrible weapon. Okay, so go ahead and guard. Now, admittedly, it would be nice to have some bonus damage here, right? We're gonna take a chance. So here's the thing, though. When we block, he's literally only doing 1 stamina damage. So actually, who cares? Like, we're just chilling. Like, like, I don't have to worry about that at all. Now, this is the part where he'll yeet you for like 8 million damage if you don't block. Raises his axe. It hits you, dealing massive damage. Okay. Do we want to end the fight here? Or do we want to end the fight here? Or do we want to try to maybe get a little bit more value out of this? Like, actually, going down to 7 is fine. Going down to 7 is completely fine. And the reason why that is, he'll go down to 11. Can we kill him 100% of the time? Yes, we can. Okay. So we're going to do this again. We're going to go down to 7. That's fine. And then we'll kill him. Guaranteed. Now, the reason we did it like this, which was a little bit painful, was that we're going into Beer Festival. Oh my god. Please, I beg you. We're gonna go through 1 investigation. It would be really nice. Okay, thank God for that. Thank God for the no contaminated water. We're gonna take Outdoorsman. And then we are going to take... I mean, we could take 1 more luck if we were worried about it. I mean, we're never gonna... Actually, no, we're never going to the hospital again, so don't worry about that. Just take more knowledge. For fun. No, let's take strength, I think. Because I want my brace to be better. Like, the better our brace is, the nicer it's gonna be for us in general. So we're at 7 stamina, as I said we would be. And we're going to just own since sounds good. And then we're gonna go look for allies. What ally do I want? Well, I mean, if you've watched the series for any length of time, you could probably say, I mean, a little Hermit, a little Ryoko, a little Kyoko, a little Iwa, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that I would personally enjoy. Honestly, here's the thing. Bad Feeling is objectively the best thing you could possibly get, or one of the best investigations you could possibly get, if you're progressing. Because you're already guaranteed to roll 99 on every dice roll. So who cares about something going to +1 or +2? The only thing that kind of sucks is it'll go from, like, doing -2 to -3, right? So, because of threat levels. So there is a downside to it, but for progression's sake, I think it's absolutely incredible. Masafumi, you're a goddamn nerd. I will not... Like, there's literally no reason... Like, let me point this out. We have good reason regeneration and a strong combat. So proccing first aid is very easy for us. And yet, we have max reason. There's no reality in where taking a -3 reason here is gonna get us killed. But I cannot abide somebody who is like... I cannot abide an ally who literally does nothing. Well, actually, it could make it to where we... I will destroy the shrine. I will get +5% doom. I do not care. Also, we have 6 luck, apparently, so if we wanted to beat the threshold, we would need 1 more point of luck, because it's 7. Okay, that's a bummer. That's a big bummer. We got... I mean, here's the thing. I'm never gonna say no to Hermit. But I would have liked... I mean, again, like, there's only so many allies in the game who are, like, good. But Masafumi is just an insult. When Masafumi gets buffed, that would be fantastic. So, okay. Here we are, against an enemy. We have a 100% hit chance. We're dealing 16 damage. Very nice. Let's look at our brace. We want to get to the point where we can attack twice with a brace, which would literally be, it wouldn't be 1 more point, but, of knowledge. But we are getting there. Take him down to 16, we take 1% doom. Yeah, that's completely fine, actually. Like, we'll just do this the whole time. Because it'll prevent us from getting burned. And then we can just do this and kill him. So honestly, I would definitely think to myself that if you're going to run Scalpel as Mimi, I would honestly recommend Ill-Fated. I honestly would. Mimi has good healing in the form of whatchamacallit, so you really just need to get lucky with a stamina regeneration item. Maybe you could even run a Ritual Dagger, perhaps. Because I'm starting to think that Ill-Fated is the key for doing whatchamacallit. I'm starting to think that Ill-Fated is the key to running weapons that have shitty accuracy, for lack of a better word. Like, I mean, I guess I could have just said bad accuracy, but I want to hammer the point home that 65 is, like, terrible. And we haven't suffered the consequences of it in this episode, but we've suffered the consequences of it in other episodes. Okay, so 4 damage, that's pretty good, honestly. And we can do this. So we can take 3%. I wonder, we can either take 3% over, we can either take 6% over the course of 2 turns, or 6% over the course of, so we can take 9% Doom in total, that's totally fine. That's completely okay. I'm not worried about our Doom at all. Although we still do have a mystery left after this, so maybe I should be. But I'm oddly not. Like, I feel like we're completely fine. Like, I'm not worried about it at all. Maybe I should be. Maybe I definitely should be. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll go ahead and throw the lucky earrings in the trash. Yeah, I'll admit, I'm genuinely not worried. We should have taken stamina there, though, because, like, level up is not important. Getting extra healing is. But, like, we can get a random minus Doom proc from Yagathag. We can go to the Monument. You know, there's basically 2 sources of minus Doom that we have. And so, I'm not really bothered by it, honestly. We should have gone to the Monument earlier. Because when we fight an enemy, we're going to regain any reason that we sacrificed. Can you not take stamina? You piece? Like, what the hell? So, we won the game at this point, by the way. Like, I'm not at all concerned about... we will do this, because we'll lose sanity in the process, and if we get into a fight, we'll just get that sanity immediately back. We also have Hermit. Like, I kind of forgot about that little detail that's very important. We are level 5, and we have a 95% chance to hit. Like, do you know how much I hate that? That sucks. So anyways, I threw the brick, and that'll do it. We can miss 1. Oh wait, an idiot! We couldn't miss any of them. Why were we doing 5? Wait, why were we doing 5? That doesn't make any sense. Where did our bonus damage come from? I'm not crazy, right? We were doing 5 to an enemy. They must have been weak. But I could have swore it was, like, listed dealing 5 damage. I'm crazy? I think I am. But, we'll do anatomy class as a treat? Question mark? And then we'll get a point of strength, for the memes of bracing for impact a little bit better? A little bit faster? I would love to get into combat. Oh no, my money! We lost it! My empty wallet was stolen. Okay, so we finally got contaminated water. But I'm not really worried. I'm just kind of chilling, honestly. I mean, let's walk through the lighthouse real quick, but I don't think... There was never a dexterity check. So, you know, light source, we got -3 there. -3 reason. We've got Takashi. We've got charisma, which we're passing. We've got knowledge, which we're passing, and we've got strength, which we're passing. So we're good. Like, we do even have... Oh, we have Freaky Flood. Are you kidding me? I was glancing at that, and I'm like, oh, we got Heart of Darkness, yo. No, strength was pointless. Pain. Yeah, we didn't actually fight as many things as I probably would have liked, but hey, we had an opportunity to get 8 dexterity if we needed it, which that is something to point out. Like, it makes sense why he's taking 5, because we just got anatomy class. But we had an opportunity to get 8 dexterity, by the way. That's one of the reasons this run went so well, is that I don't have to worry about the lighthouse at all, because the most damage it could deal to me was -3 reason. Because I could have taken we had multiple opportunities to take quick thinking, and all we had to do was take quick thinking plus 1 point of dexterity, which we could have done instead of strength. 100%. So anyways, he's dead? Question mark? I mean, he's gonna die. Like, it doesn't matter. We just threw an art exhibit at him, and then the void. Like, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. And also, we're regenerating any damage that we take immediately, so... We're in a very good spot. We're very happy with how this run went. I don't know, Bulletin, I guess? It doesn't matter. We'd be at 89% Doom, and then we'd still win anyways. We didn't get Heart of Darkness. We would have been at 90% Doom. So, the Monument was necessary, because we used it about, like, 3-4 times, so we got, like, 9 or 12% Doom reduction. But really, like... I mean, here's the thing. Look who we freaking had the whole time, right? Like, we had Hermit. Like, Hermit is gonna be forgotten from this run. Like, that guy in Fire Emblem Awakening, who literally gets, like... Nobody remembers who he is in the entire story, and the only ending that he has where he isn't forgotten is if he marries the main character. Like, that's the guy, right? Like, that's Hermit. Hermit IRL. And what's funny is I can't even remember his name, which is so hilarious. But he's like the knight guy. He's like one of the first knights that you could get. And the joke with him is that he was like on the lowest part of the aggro list because enemies would keep forgetting where he was. It's really funny. But, or at least that's what I heard. I have no idea. I never used him as a unit, so I'd never tested that. But if that's true, that's hilarious. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. We were kind of chilling. We were just kind of hanging out. I don't know, like... I've kind of had a, not necessarily a lazy day, because I've been trying to get things organized and stuff. Like, I've been trying to... Because my hobby space, right? Like, my Warhammer area is a disaster zone, alright? I've been trying to get that stuff organized. And, like, of course, I have a very chaotic organization system. I have Citadel paints, dropper bottle paints, and miscellaneous, which is just P3. At the P3 and Citadel paints that don't fit in my Citadel paint, like, storage box. I have, like, this big plastic tray that has all my Citadel paints in it. And it has Citadel paint stacked on Citadel paints, which is a nightmare to actually use, but or to get a paint from there, because I have to go digging around. So it's just like, I have this, and so I have, like, all my other, like, I've been collecting, well, not collecting, I've been using, is a more, I mean, the charitable word would be I've been using Citadel paints for, like, oh god, 8 years? What the fuck? That's crazy. I started the hobby in, like, 2016. And so I have a big collection of Citadel paints, because, like, when you start playing Warhammer, and you're in the store getting models, right next to the Warhammer models are the Citadel paints, and so you're just like, oh, I'll get some of those, and there's the Citadel primer. It's like, oh, I'll get some of those too, and they're just, like, overpriced, but, like, at least the Citadel paints are really good. Like, I've moved over to using Vallejo primer almost exclusively through an airbrush. I haven't used a rattle can in, like, God knows how long, and by that I mean probably, like, a year, because I primed one of the terrain pieces I had with, like, a gloss brown. But, anyways, but that's besides the point. Like, I have a lot of Citadel paints, because I've been buying them for 8 years. Jesus Christ. But, I also have more recently, like, probably in the last 3 or 4 years, I've been buying some Pro Acryl paints, the Creature Caster paint line. Love those things. Very good, very fun. Love their transparent set of like, transparent colors, and then I love their, like, non-transparent set of, like, opaque colors. Both Titanium White and Bright Ivory are absolute bangers. And I want to use, like, the Rose Pink White, or whatever it's called, a little bit more, too, but really big fan of those. And then there is, what do you call it? So for most of my hobby, I've been a big fan of Citadel and Pro Acryl. But recently I started branching out to some of the other ones, you know, like Army Painter, Green Stuff World, Scale 75, War Colors has been very surprising and really fun to use. I want to go get more War Colors stuff. Like, especially some of their more vibrant colors as well. Because I just have the Flesh set from War Colors, and it's like, damn, those are good paints. But they're really weird to work with because they're like gel compared to everything else, which is just like a liquid. It's very strange to work with watercolors. But especially through the airbrush, I always feel like I'm gonna clog. I always feel like I'm gonna clog the airbrush with watercolor stuff, but it goes through really nicely. But the most recent 2 brands of paint that I've been using is ink and scale 75. Because I ordered scale 75 a while back, but I'm just getting around to using them now because I've been painting again. And I will be honest, like, I absolutely hate their dropper bottles because they, like, require a lot of pressure to get the paint out, and then, like, I think I explained it on stream, on, like, the World of Horror stream we did. But basically it's like, there are 3 components to like, an average paint dropper bottle, alright? There's the bottle, there's the nozzle, and, like, the sort of squeezing mechanism, and then there's the lid, or the cap, right? And so, I've never had this problem with any other company before, but there was, I got Hellbound Flesh, alright? Hellbound Flesh, cursed paint bottle. And I was using it, it was like the paint wasn't coming out. And so I was, you know, I'd have to squeeze really hard just to get, like, a tiny drop of paint. You know, just to get, like, 1 or 2 drops of paint. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try some Hellbound Flesh in the airbrush, because I wanted to try making, like, a green, like, a very, like, pale, light green skin tone, right? And I'm trying to get some Hellbound Flesh in the gravity fed. It's gravity fed, so it's a cup at the top. And the freaking, like, nozzle and, like, squeeze mechanism pops out of the bottle and lands directly in my airbrush. And I had to deal with that. And there's, like, Hellbound Flesh all over my airbrush, all over my hand. There's the component of it in the freaking nozzle, or in the freaking gravity-fed cup of my airbrush. And I'm just like, oh, God. And I'm working with a model I'm working with a model that's, like, you know, like, ready to be painted. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do anything. So I spent, like, an hour cleaning that up. And it's just, like, I'm now given, like, the side eye to all the other scale color stuff, because I'm just, like, super paranoid about, like, if they designed one bottle to be pretty shitty, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same bottle in all of them, you know? It's just, like, it was such a mess. And it was, like, and here's the thing, it was always like that since I opened it, right? So it wasn't, like, it got clogged, and I was putting, like, I was definitely putting way more pressure than was necessary. But it's not like I clogged it, and then, you know, it was just, like, there was just, like, a way for the paint to get out, and I was just putting way too much pressure. It was like, I opened it, no paint was coming out. I did a lot of pressure, paint comes out, and then I do that again, but then this time the nozzle mechanism flies out of the bottle, and it's a freaking disaster. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm looking at my other scale color stuff, and I'm like, I mean, fantasy and games, you failed me, but hopefully scale 75 proper, hopefully your bottles are a little bit better, but, like, I don't know. If for some reason somebody watching this video is a scale 75 employee, and they made it this far into the video, for what it's worth, I like your paints. Just, F-tier bottle. And now I'm thinking, like, and this is the ultimate insult of all, and so please cover your ears, because I do not wish to be mean if you are a scale 75 employee, but, like, I bought a set of, like, DIY, dropper bottles, because I bought into the hype of, like, put all your Citadel paint in dropper bottles, and it's like, I don't really care, to be honest with you, but I have these DIY dropper bottles, and I'm just like, I'm just staring at them, like, you know, I've used those for mixing paints, and, like, keeping mixed paint together, that I've, like, measured out, because that's what I ended up using them for, like, make blues and stuff, like, make really light blues and stuff that I liked, but, I'm looking at some of those bottles, I'm like, You know, it could probably fit the scale 75. I mean, I'm putting Hellbound Flesh in one of those things, for sure. And I'm throwing out the cursed bottle. But, yeah. Anyways, I needed to climb off this soapbox. It was like a 27-minute run, and here I am 35 minutes into the freaking video. Blabbering your ear off. You're probably like, Web, let me go. Web, stop holding the video hostage. It's like, well, guess what? The video is not held hostage anymore. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Peace out.